Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our first ever live stream here on WrestleMania. Obviously we're going to be talking about WWE 2K24. We've had a boatload of information drop over the last few days. We've had official wrestler entrances, we've seen updates to the roster, and we've seen so many game features. Lots and lots of people have been covering it over the last 24 hours. The footage on your screen is from Pulse, one of the biggest WWE 2K YouTube. Well, he delivers a lot of news when it comes to the games. But the first thing I want to do is ask you, what is the one feature that you are looking forward to in this game? Is it the fact that the superstars look so much better, that we've got brand new arenas, the 40 years of WrestleMania showcase, the updates to Universe Mode, and all of the quality of life updates? So we've got Blood. Let's start off by talking about Blood. Blood is going to be in the game this year, and not only is it going to look better than it has done ever before, as you can see Kevin Owens there bleeding from his right eyebrow, it is going to drip down the wrestler's torso, it's going to go onto their arms, it's going to go onto the canvas for the first time ever as well. So the chaos, the brutality that this game is going to offer is going to be incredible. I, for one, am a big fan when it comes to blood in wrestling, and I know it's going to be brutal. It's going to be something that I think many of us have always wanted. It's going to be more lifelike. If we think back to Triple H, we think Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, the claret used to be smudged all over their faces. We've got a brand new camera, as you can see here on your screen. The camera is going to be, well, we have a ramp facing camera, which definitely is going to change things up with how we play the game. We can change that at our disposal, we can change that how we like, and it's for us, we do an interactive universe mode, and it means that we're going to be able to really chop and change things up. But if you are watching, who wants to be the first ever subscriber to give us a super chat? We've never had a super chat, so if you're feeling generous, then please do so. But other features that the game is going to incorporate. Let's talk about the new matches. So we've got special guest referee, where any superstar can become a referee. We don't even have to put them in a referee t-shirt. They will already come in a ref's t-shirt, so we don't have to add any more to a creation slot. We don't have to waste a creation slot for that. Real referees are also going to be in the game as well, so we're going to get all of those referees that we see on a weekly basis on Raw and SmackDown. They will all be in a game. Commentary looks like it's going to be very similar, which is slightly disappointing because I wanted a big update when it comes to commentary, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that this year. It would have been nice to have had the Raw and the SmackDown broadcasters, but not this year, folks. But let me put it out to you. Put down in the comments section, what is it that you are looking forward to? Unknown Prink said he's looking forward to double championship entrances, which is going to be good. We had a few last year that got implemented finally into the game, but we're also going to have the double title matches as well. So now we can enter a match and two titles can be on the line, with the victor obviously claiming both titles. So you could have the United States Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship on the line in a match. And if you had Roman Reigns going up against Kevin Owens, then the winner would get the spoils and both of the titles. On your screen now, you can see Ravishing Rick Rude throwing weapons. That is a nice new feature they have added to the game as well. You can catch the weapons as well, but apparently it is quite difficult to do so. Ambulance matches are another thing that have been added to this year's edition of the game. Again, it's a match that hasn't been in the franchise for quite some time. The elevator backstage is also usable now, so although that was a very quick elevator, but you can go up and down as well. You can now smash the windows backstage. Just a small quality of life update, but it just adds that little bit of realism, and it kind of gives you something more to do backstage. I'm slightly disappointed that the backstage hasn't been expanded. It would have been nice to have had WWE official offices. Perhaps Triple H sat down, or I was going to say Vince McMahon, but We won't have Vince McMahon sat down in an office because he's in a whole world of trouble. But, you know, Stephanie McMahon, Nick Aldis, Adam Pearce, having them being interrupted by two wrestlers running through the door, almost knocking it off its hinges, and then just fighting each other in the office. Again, it just would have been nice. And it reminds me of the Money in the Bank spectacle, the one during COVID, where I think it was AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan almost fell into Vince McMahon's office before he barked for them to get out. But alas, it is not to be. We've also got, as I said, there's one of the real referees there on your screen. But I'm just loving the ramp-facing camera. Trish Stratus on your screen there as well. She has got a brand new model. It looks brilliant. We've had the same one for years and years now, so it's nice to see a brand new model of Trish Stratus. But so many other superstars as well have these brand new models. We've got super finishers, which pretty much make resiliency redundant. It means that it will topple resiliency, and if you've got that enabled, then you're still not going to be able to kick out of a super finisher. Chris Leclerc said WWE 2K24 needs to fix Bayley's model. Yes, I agree. Bayley's model, do you know what? Like, the attire is great. It's just her hair. She genuinely looks like she's got Krusty the Clown's hair from The Simpsons. Unknown Prink said, I'm getting Here Comes the Pain vibes. Yep, I am. Certainly with the backstage and the ramp-facing camera. Here Comes the Pain. It's definitely been renowned as being one of the better WWE 2K games. Unknown Prink said, throwing these weapons and the dripping blood on the mat and floor. Yeah, it's these smaller features that are really going to make this game one of the best, as we have Bianca Belair and Io Sky on the screen. Here we go, we've got a little mini game when it comes to superstars just squaring up against each other. Kofi and Sami Zayn, almost said Daniel Bryan, Sami Zayn going at each other. Again, you get 3 opportunities. If you lose on the 3rd one, then the superstar loses this mini game. But it's really, really good. And it's things that we've been asking for to be added to the game. And they finally have added it for the first time in a long, long time. It feels like the 2K devs have finally listened to us, the fan base, and what we want. So this isn't really their game. They've really created it for us, and it truly is going to be our game this year. Hillbilly Josh Loftus, yes, this is WWE 2K24 gameplay. It's been captured by Pulse, who's one of the biggest 2K gamers